This segment brought to you by Sure Crop, liquid crop nutrition delivered right to your farm.
We're back. Now Duane and Russell Plaschka discuss workforce development here in the state.
Duane Toews joining you once again here on Ag AM in Kansas, and an opportunity to catch up with Russell Plaschka with Kansas Department of Agriculture. And Russell, an interesting position that you have in workforce development. Some interesting things that are going on in the state of Kansas concerning manufacturers. Tell us a little bit about the goals and what we're trying to accomplish in that regard.
Well, here at the summit, the Ag Equipment Manufacturers Group, one of the biggest things that we're hoping to come out of this summit is an idea, or at least a group, to lead the charge in developing a coalition or association for the Kansas ag manufacturers and retailers of Kansas.
We think about the number of short line products. Kansas had a rich heritage of innovative individuals that have brought machinery and equipment to the forefront and utilized in agriculture here in Kansas, but it's been kind of a loose-knit group to this point.
You're right, Duane. We have a plethora of manufacturers across the state, and to bring them together so they have a united voice. There's a lot of initiatives that they'd like to start, whether it be mentoring of young entrepreneurs that want to get into the industry, or how do we get those young people, or even those short lines you talked about, how do we get them access to capital or get them connected with financiers?
We think about those opportunities, and there are options out there and available, but typically we don't have that catalyst to make that happen. It looks like Kansas Department of Agriculture and the governor's vision for the state trying to make that happen.
Right, and that's, that was the whole vision of the summit last year. How can we bring these people together and come out of here with some real actionable items that we can put to work? And that's the real beauty of this whole thing. Is it's not the Department of Ag, it's not the governor, it's not the state of Kansas, it's Kansas agriculture industry coming together to push these initiatives forward.
And we think about the common needs that those individuals have that run those businesses. We think about labor force and things like that. A strong program going all the way back to the high school as a part of that as well, I assume.
Exactly, and we're both products of that agriculture education FFA programs that are in the secondary schools, and that's the other side of the issue, is how do we get more people interested in those types of careers? And this is one way: the internships, the partnerships with local secondary as well as post-secondary schools to help those ag equipment manufacturers and even the retailers hook those young people when they're juniors and seniors, and then direct them where they need to go for more education.
And in reality, we all know that agriculture, a big part of Kansas, and the machinery side of it, that industry is a big part as well.
Oh, definitely. And it's one of our largest sectors. So, if we can help out the ag equipment manufacturers, the retailers, and connect them with those young people, it brings that vision that we've had here and last year, and it really puts it on the ground, and let's get it to work.
Our thanks to Russell Plaschka with Kansas Department of Agriculture joining us here on Ag AM in Kansas. Jamie, we'll send it back to you.
Thanks, Duane. Come back after the break for Jim Moore with Moore Cattle Company.
KFRM is one of the largest farm radio stations in the nation, dedicated to informing and entertaining rural listeners from northern Oklahoma to southwestern Nebraska. You can catch KFRM in many ways. Of course, 550 on the AM dial, streaming at kfrm.com, or on your smartphone by going to the TuneIn Radio app, or on Ag AM in Kansas on Tuesdays and Facebook every day of the week. KFRM, tune us in. You'll be glad you did.